Happy Saturday, co-creators, and welcome to another edition of Teena Sessions, 365 inspirational quotes with me, your life coach, Teena Jones. Well, how has your Saturday been? I have been busy. I want to make sure that no matter how busy I was today, that I got this Teena Sessions recorded and published so that you can enjoy day number 69. Well, if you're ready, I'm ready to get started. The life quote of the day is by my favorite coach, Jimmy Johnson. And he's a former Cowboys coach, so I still love him. Do you want to be safe and good, or do you want to take a chance and be great? By Jimmy Johnson. We're going to talk today about, are you living your fate or are you creating your destiny? Fate and destiny are two words that's often used interchangeably, but they are not the same. Your fate is something that is just handed to you. Everyday normal development, you just kind of go along with it. Destiny is you have to be able to take a risk. Destiny is you're going to go outside of your comfort zone and do something that is so, in your mind, may be risky, but it's very exciting. And so there, without a lot of risk, there will not be any reward. So we're going to kind of chop those down today. Everyone has a destiny to fulfill. And one puts you on the path to greatness, while faith is just kind of mundane and you never quite reach the other side, if you will. You never quite live out all of your potential. There's a saying that Wayne Dyer used to say that I love so much. He said, never die with the music still left in you. And we all have music in us. We all have a tune that only we can play. And so that's why it's very crucial and important that you find out what your purpose here is, what your purpose is on this earth. What's your destiny? And oftentimes it may look different than what you expect. And so fate and destiny. Fate oftentimes is just mundane. You live day to day to day. And whatever comes your way, you just live it. There is no stretching, if you will. Where destiny is going to have you stretch. It's going to have you second guess and scratch your head. It's going to put you in a position to where you're going to think you're losing your mind. And I have been on the road to living my destiny, I believe, all my life. Starting out being an entrepreneur at 20 years old, and didn't take the normal path that most people at my age at that time took. And so I took the road less traveled, and that's what destiny does. It's taking the road less traveled, not doing the same old, same old. Because if you do the same old, you won't get that extraordinary. And that's why I love that quote, because it takes you out of the ordinary and puts you into the extraordinary. So you may be asking, how do I go from my fate to my destiny? Well, I'm glad you asked. And the only way that I know of is opening yourself up to the vision. I have often said on Teena Sessions that we can make requests with vision boards and affirmations, but it's a whole nother thing when you ask the universe, what do you want for me? What do you want for me? I asked that question back in 2007, and my life changed dramatically. I thought I was on a path of living my destiny, but when I said, what do you want for me? Instead of me telling the universe what I wanted, I opened myself up and said, what do you want from me? Well, the first thing he wanted me to do was move to Houston. That was not on my vision board, you know, and so that put me on the fast track to moving here. And once you do that, once you open yourself up and you say, God, I've done all the things that I thought I wanted to do. Now I want to do it for you, because you have to know that what he wants for you is so much bigger than you could want for yourself. Oprah said that. She said, I'm so glad that I didn't do it my way. Oprah went to school and was going to, I think, University of Tennessee in journalism. And she prayed that prayer of, open myself up. God, what do you want for me? And that's when she got the offer to do her own show. in Chicago. It was just local at the time, it wasn't syndicated. And she was wanting to finish school. She's like, what about school? I need to graduate and get my degree. And her professor said, well, why do you think you're going to school? You're going to school so you can get a job like that. Come on now. And so she did. And it put her on the fast track to what we know today. So be prepared to, when you pray that prayer and when you open yourself up to God, what do you have for me? What do you want from me? Where do you see me living? Many times people are afraid of that, but that's because they don't really know God. I mean, you can't be afraid of that. You got to be open up and know that whatever you can want for yourself, you have limitations on yourself. God has so many bigger dreams and ideas of what he wants for us. And so if we can just take the brakes off of our limitations and our belief system, we could be opened up to miracles. I mean, there are so many wonderful things that you could be blocking because of your limitation of what you can see. You see, so fate and destiny, two totally different things. They should never be used interchangeably. So it's time for you to go to your destiny. And the only thing you have to do is pray that prayer. God, what do you have for me? What do you want from me? Instead of you handing him a list. This is the kind of man I want. I want him to do this. I want him to drive this. I want to have this income. Instead, God, what kind of man do you want from me? That's what I did. And I met Carl. I stopped having my lists. No more lists. Because God knew who would be the right person for me. There are a lot of things that I wouldn't have requested that I got out of Carl. There's a lot of things he said that about me as well. If you make a list, you're limiting yourself. There's so many things that are unknown to you. And so when you just let go of control and say, what do you have in store for me in every area of my life? I can guarantee you that miracles upon miracles will open up for you as well. All right? All right. Well, let's get to the affirmation in I am open for miracles. That is today's affirmation. I am open to miracles. All right. Well, if you're ready to get started, I'm ready to get started with the guided meditation. So go ahead and close your eyes while I go ahead and get the music prepared. And if you need to get your headphones, whatever you need to do to prepare, go ahead and do that now. Get your headphones and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release, and let go. With your eyes closed, just allow the sound of my voice and the background music to help relax you mind, body, and spirit. I am open to miracles. Everything is unfolding in divine order. I am so happy and delighted with all the information and knowledge that I'm gaining. It feels so good to be in the right place at the right time. I'm learning that I can have miracles upon miracles each and every day. And that brings me joy and that brings me peace. Because I know that I'm going for my destiny now. I'm taking the road less traveled and I'm stretching my faith to living my purpose-driven life. I'm awake and aware of all the blessings that are in store for me. And I look forward to the many people and the many places that God has in store for me. It feels good to be in this happy place. Thank you, God, for right here and right now. Thank you for my perfect health. Thank you for the people that are in my life. Thank you for divine order. And thank you for my miracles. And so it is. Thank you all for tuning in to another edition of Teena Sessions. Have a great, great Saturday. I love each and every one of you. Bye-bye.